Hmm.
No pallor, no stress, no clubbing, no swelling, sir. The
No
baby is
clubbing.
afebrile.
Okay. Why did you? How will you look for clubbing? So
Nail buds, sir.
எப்படி காட்டு?
Upper, so like this, sir. At the level of the eyes.
Okay. Or you can do like this, Allah. This one.
Sir.
Okay. And look at the angle.
Low bond, sir.
Okay. Yeah, look at the lower
Low
bond
bond
angle.
angle.
That's how you look for clubbing. What are the causes of clubbing?
Causes of clubbing, sir.
Hmm.
Hypoxia, sir.
Okay, you can tell according to the system. Heart disease na cyanotic congenital heart disease, respiratory na lung abscess, bronchiectasis.
Cyanotic heart disease, sir.
Okay, in heart disease, respiratory
In heart
causes
disease.
are bronchiectasis and lung abscess. Okay, GIT causes
Okay.
are I think Crohn's disease, etc. Okay, and sometimes clubbing can be familiar. You should know the grading of clubbing.
Okay, sir. So grade 1 loss of low bond angle, sir.
Okay,
Grade 2 parrot pick appearance, sir.
okay.
Grade 3 drumstick appearance, sir. So grade 4 hypertrophy of osteoarthropathy.
Very good. Okay, perfect. Okay, next.
So vitals,
Vitals, huh?
pulse rate 100 per minute, sir.
Okay.
Normal rhythm, increased volume, no radial delay, no radiofemoral delay.
Normal rate. Okay, normal rate. Normal.
Increased volume.
Okay, increased volume. Okay. What are the abnormal volumes of pulse, and how will you look for it? Anybody? 2G Priyanka. What are the abnormal volumes of pulse?
Regurgitation.
Okay. High volume pulse and low volume pulse. Okay,
Low volume.
abnormalities are high volume pulse and low volume pulse. High volume pulse is present in mitral regurgitation, patent ductus arteriosus. Lower volume pulse is present in stenotic lesions like mitral stenosis, aortic stenosis, etc. Okay, what are the abnormal rhythms?
Ventricular bigeminus.
Sorry?
Ventricular trigeminy bigeminus.
Okay, those are abnormal characters. Okay, rhythm na regularly regular, irregularly irregular, regularly irregular, like that. Okay, these are the rhythm. Okay, and what is the normal pulse rate for a 6-year-old child? Around 90 to 100 is normal for a 6-year-old.
6-year-old child.
Okay, right. Right.
So blood pressure.
Why did
10/70 millimeter mercury.
Just hold on. Why did you ask about radial delay and radiofemoral delay?
Yes.
Why did you ask? Look for that. Mohan Prakash. Radial delay, radiofemoral delay. What is indicate?
So correlation of aorta.
Okay, coarctation is aorta. Right. Okay, next.
The respiratory rate 35 per minute, sir.
What is the BP?
So BP 110/70 millimeter mercury, sir.
Where?
So in left.
Okay, you have to say BP 100 by 100
left
bar,
upper arm.
left upper arm. Okay, and you have to take lower limb BP also in exam. Okay, right? Usually lower limb BP will be more than the upper limb BP, around 10 to 20 millimeters. Okay. In coarctation
Okay.
aorta, it will be opposite. That's the reason you are taking upper limb BP and lower limb to diagnose or rule out the coarctation aorta. Okay, it's a must in the examination. BP must be taken in upper limb and lower limb. Okay, right. Respiratory rate is 26 per minute.
Respiratory rate 35
Okay,
per minute, sir.
normal for a 6-year-old child. Next.
Um, temperature afebrile, sir.
Afebrile, okay, right. Anthropometry,
Okay, sir. Anthropometry, weight 12 kg, sir. Height 102 centimeter.
just hold
Head
on.
circumference 50 centimeters.
Weight is 10 kgs. Expected is how much? What is the grade of malnutrition? You have to tell in detail. Okay. So weight is 10 kg. Expected is age into 2 plus 8. 6 into 12 plus 8 is 20. Expected is 20. 50% of expected. Grade 3 malnutrition. Grade 4 malnutrition. Height is 100 centimeter. Expected is 105. 90th percentile. Okay. Like that you have to do in the exam. You have to compare what is the present weight, what is the expected weight, what is the grade of malnutrition, what is the present height, what is the expected height, what is how much percentage, what is the formula for height.
Formula for height.
Tirubalini.
Age into 6
Ah.
plus 7.
Very good. Okay. Age into 6 plus 77. That's the answer. Okay. So 6, 7 is the 6 is the 36, 43, 113 is expected for this age. Okay. Right. What is the present height according to your history?
102 centimeters.
1 or 2. So there is some stunting is there. Weight is also less, height is also less because
Height
the
is
child
also
is having repeated respiratory tract infection. There is growth retardation because of the left That is why the child is malnourished and stunted, wasted and stunted. That's how you have to interpret. Okay. Head circumference 50 centimeters normal. Okay. Go to head foot examination.
Head to toe examination. Head normal in size and shape. Face no dysmorphic appearance.
Okay.
Hair backing.
Dysmorphic appearance to rule out syndromes like Down syndrome, Edwards syndrome, Holt-Oram syndrome. That is why we are using. What are the features of dysmorphism? What all you look for dysmorphism?
Sir, flat face.
Flat faces, upward slanting of eyeballs. Okay, epicanthal folds, hypertelorism, low set ears, depressed nasal bridge, high arched palate.
High arch palates.
Okay, these are all dysmorphic features, right? Typical face is, for example, down faces, etc. These are all dysmorphic features. Okay, next.
So, no cataract, no subretinal hemorrhage. No clubbing, sir.
Your voice
Nose normal. No nasal breathing normal. Sir, nose normal, sir.
okay,
No nasal bridge depression.
okay,
Ear external opening normal. Pinna normal.
okay, okay.
Ear in normal position, sir.
Tell only the main things. Leave it.
Sir, skin and no Jan variations. No
Okay.
oscillus node.
No oscillus
Splinter
node.
hemorrhages. And
Okay. All this to rule out infected endocarditis.
infected endocarditis. Then no markers of infective endocarditis, no markers of rheumatic heart disease, and no markers of congestive heart disease.
Okay.
Local examinations, sir.
Local examination, systemic examination.
Systemic examinations.
Okay, systemic examination of which system?
Cardiovascular system, sir.
Okay, systemic examination of the cardiovascular system. Inspection, palpation, auscultation. Okay, inspection.
Yes, sir. Inspection, trachea appears to be in the midline, sir. Chest wall bilateral and symmetrical.
Okay.
Moves equally with the respiration. No chest wall deformity.
Okay.
Apical impulse not seen. no precordial bulge,
Very good.
no visible pulsation.
How will you look for precordial bulge? Santosh Babu. Is it unaudible, Babu?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. How will you look for precordial bulge?
We must go
Sir,
to the
in baby
level of the
foot and
foot,
position when it comes
foot and position.
Okay.
to see
And
the
uh,
chest also.
Okay. Right. Okay. What does it indicate? Precordial bulge. What does it indicate?
cardiomegaly.
Okay. So chronic heart disease. Okay. Chronic heart disease. Cardiomegaly. That it indicates. Okay. You should see from the foot end or from the side.
No dilated veins, no scars and cyanosis.
Okay.
Palpation, sir.
Inspection is over. Okay. So apical impulse was not visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And chest is symmetrical. No extra pulsation. One more thing should ask
Yes,
is
sir.
any scars of surgery. For example, if the child had got VSD surgery, there will be a midline scar. Okay. If the child had PDA surgery, the child will have a submammary scar. So we should ask, we should look for scars also. No scars of surgery. Okay.
Palpation, sir.
Palpation.
Palpation. The trachea appears to be in the midline is confirmed, sir. Apical impulse in the secret costal space, lateral to the nipples. No parasternal heave,
So
no thrill.
just hold on. Okay. Normal apical impulse position in children is around 5th intercostal since at 6th year. Okay, right? In this child, it is
Yes, sir.
at 6th intercostal space, and that too it is lateral to the midline. What does it indicate? Down and out. What does it indicate?
Hypertrophies.
Hello. It's not clear. What does it indicate?
Foot.
Audio is not clear.
Right ventricles.
Okay, it indicates cardiomegaly, down and out of the apical impulse, which indicates cardiomegaly. Okay. Yeah, continue.
Sir,
Yeah, continue.
sir no parasternal heave, no
Okay.
thrill, no palpable P2.
Wait. How will you look for heave? How will you look for thrill? And what does it indicate?
Sir, in parasternal heave, we should keep a pin on the left in a sternal border, sir.
Okay, left sternal border, either your palm or surface of your hand or a pen on the left sternal border. Okay, if there is parasternal heave, what does it indicate? It indicates right ventricular hypertrophy. Okay,
Increase.
it indicates right ventricular hypertrophy.
Okay.
Should be checked with the base of your fingers. Okay, thrill should be felt with the base of your fingers over the chest. Okay, over the chest. Okay, at different positions. Okay, if thrill is present, what does it indicate? It indicates a palpable murmur. Okay, thrill indicates a palpable murmur. That means the grade of the murmur will be at least 4, if not more. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Usually small VSDs, small PDAs, they are associated with thrill because of the higher grade of the murmur. Okay, right? Whereas large, moderate to large VSDs need not be associated with thrill. In this child, there is no parasternal heave, there is no thrill. Okay, and where did you check for the thrill? You should check.
Mitral.
Yeah, you should check for 3 in the mitral area, lower sternal border, pulmonary area, aortic area, all the cardiac areas along with lower sternal border, VSD area, you should check. Okay, right. So palpation is over. In palpation, the positive findings is there is the apical impulse is down and out, indicating cardiomegaly. There is no palpable P2, that means the child does not have pulmonary hypertension. There is no palpable P2, so that means the child is not having pulmonary hypertension. Okay, auscultation. Auscultation, you should auscultate in all the cardiac areas.
Yes,
There
sir.
are 4 cardiac areas: mitral area, tricuspid area,
Tricuspid area,
aortic area,
pulmonary,
pulmonary area. Okay, mitral area is at the apical impulse. Tricuspid area is in the left lower sternal border. Aortic area is on the second intercostal space,
second intercostal.
right side, close to the sternum. Pulmonary area, left second intercostal space, close to the sternum. So you should look for S1 and S2 in all these 4 cardiac areas. S1 should be commented. Okay, the nature of the S1 should be checked in the mitral area. Okay, the nature of the S2 should be commented from the pulmonary. Right? S1 can be soft, S1 can be loud. Okay, S1 can be soft in VSD, small VSDs. S1 can be loud in mitral stenosis. Okay, S2 has got 2 components, A2 and P2, which is best heard in the pulmonary area. Okay, S2 can be wide and variable in VSDs. It can be wide and fixed in what do you call this, ASD. Okay, it could be single in tetralogy of pulmonary stenosis, like pathology of Fallot, etc. Okay, and loud P2, palpable P2 in the pulmonary area always indicate pulmonary hypertension. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, after looking for the sound, you should go for the murmur. Okay, what sort of murmur you should see? First, you should tell us, is it a systolic or a diastolic murmur? How do you know it is systolic or diastolic? You match it with the carotids. Okay, right? You match it with the carotids. If it is coming with the carotids, that means it is systolic. If it's coming after the carotid pulsation, that means it is diastolic. Okay, examples of systolic murmurs are VSD, pulmonary stenosis. Okay, examples of diastolic murmur are mitral stenosis. Okay, mitral regurgitation is a systolic murmur. So first you should see whether it is a systolic murmur or a diastolic murmur. Okay, if it is systolic, is it a pan-systolic or early systolic or mid-systolic? Okay, right, pan-systolic na throughout it will be coming between S1 and S2. Okay, right. Then you should see the grade of the murmur. Okay, what is the grade of the murmur? Grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1 means just visible with a lot of difficulty. Okay, 2 means it is difficult after pressing the stethoscope. 3 means slightly more audible. 4 means with thrill. 5 means somewhat more audible. 6 means even without your stethoscope. Okay, right? If just mildly, if you put the stethoscope, you will be able to hear. These are the grades of the murmur. Then you should say where is the murmur best heard. Okay, different murmurs. That is how you can diagnose. Okay, suppose pan-systolic murmur is best heard in the left lower costal areas. That means it is a VSD murmur. If the pan-systolic murmur is best heard in the apical impulse or the mitral area, that means it is mitral regurgitation. Okay, so you should mention where is the murmur best heard. Next, you should say whether there is transmission or radiation of the murmur. Okay, apart from that area, is it heard in other areas of the in the heart? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Continue. Now you tell your findings.
So auscultation, sir.
Oh.
So in auscultation, mitral area, S1 is to here, soft S1, sir.
Okay, soft.
In tricuspid area, pan-systolic murmur, grade 3. First, left
No. First
lower
tell about
sternal border.
the sounds first. S1, S2 is normal in the mitral area. S1 appears to be soft. S1, S2 is normal in the pulmonary area, aortic area, and the tricuspid area. Then go for the murmur. Okay, first the sounds always. Don't go for the murmur initial itself. Go for the sounds first. Okay. Why the S1 is soft in VSD? Because the S1 is drowned by the murmur. Okay, it is drowned. Okay, it is not exactly soft, but because of the murmur sound, you are not able to hear properly. That is why it is soft. Right? Next. Yeah, you can continue.
So in pulmonary area, S1, S2 here, radiation of the murmur here, sir.
Okay.
In aortic area, S1, S2 here, radiation of the murmur here, sir.
Okay.
In tricuspid, S1, S2 here.
No, don't tell like that. No, like
Pansystolic murmur.
okay. First tell only the sounds. You don't tell about the murmur at all. S1 is to heard in all the cardiac areas. S1 is soft. S2 appears to be normal. Then tell about the murmur. A pansystolic murmur of grade 3/6, best heard in the left lower intercostal space. Don't say it as tricuspid area. Okay. Tricuspid area is different and left lower intercostal VSD area is different. Okay. A pansystolic murmur of grade 3/6, best heard in the
3/6.
yeah.
Left lower sternal border.
Very good. Left
Radius
lower
everywhere.
sternal border. Best heard in the left lower sternal border. Also radius to the
Everywhere. All carotid area.
okay. Radiates to all areas. Okay, right. No other sounds heard.
No other sounds.
Okay, right.
Other system examinations, sir.
Okay.
Respiratory systems. No
Next.
vesicular bed sounds
No,
here.
cardiac always you should go for the abdomen next.
Okay.
Okay, look for any tender hepatomegaly which indicates right heart failure.
So in abdomen.
Okay, look for splenomegaly which
Abdomen,
indicates
soft, non-tender.
okay.
Soft, non-tender, and no organomegaly, sir.
Okay, right. Respiratory system.
Respiratory system, normal vesicular blood sound here, no arrest sound.
Okay.
In the central nervous system, no neurological deficits.
Okay. So what is your diagnosis?
A congenital cyanotic heart disease, probably right shunt, likely to be VSD.
No, wait.
With the patient in sinus.
Wait. Congenital cyanotic heart disease.
Cyanotic, sorry.
How
Cyanotic.
cyanotic heart? The child does not have cyanosis. Why you are saying it is cyanotic heart disease? It is a acyanotic heart disease. Left to right shunt, there is no cyanosis, no.
Confused.
Okay, don't get confused. This is a basic mistake. You can't get confused in left to right shunt and right here. Okay, wow. In a right to left shunt cyanotic heart disease, there will be history of cyanosis. Lips and tongue will be blue. There will be squatting episodes. Okay. So this is a congenital heart disease of the cardiovascular system, probably acyanotic heart disease. Next.
Yes.
Left to right shunt.
Left to right shunt.
Okay.
Likely to be VSD, sir.
Why it is likely to be VSD? Why VSD? Why not PDA?
Sir, presence of acyanotic heart disease, sir.
No, why VSD? PDA also is acyanotic only.
Murmur.
Pansystolic murmur. Correct.
Murmur.
Okay. What type of murmur will you get in PDA? you will get a continuous murmur. Okay,
Okay.
continuous murmur which is
Okay.
prominent in the pulmonary area. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so why not see you said pansystolic murmur? Why not this be mitral regurgitation? Mitral regurgitation also will get pansystolic murmur.
Mitral. Um,
Anybody can tell?
It is here in all areas, sir.
No,
Mitral.
so pulse rates.
still. Anybody?
S1, S2.
Okay, mitral regurgitation murmur, pansystolic murmur is best heard in the mitral area. VSD murmur is best heard in the left lower intercostal space.
Right.
Okay, murmur of mitral regurgitation will be radiating to the axilla. These are typical points for mitral regurgitation. Okay, pansystolic murmur will be best heard in the mitral area and it will radiate to the axilla. Okay,
Okay.
okay, right.
Mm.
So congenital heart disease, asymptomatic heart disease, probably VSD. Next,
The repeated respiratory tract infection, sir.
in sinus rhythm with repeated respiratory tract infection with
Infection with protein energy malnutrition.
no, before that, this child is having congestive cardiac failure because he has got edema, etc. No, with congestive
Yes,
cardiac failure, with no infected endocarditis,
Okay. Sir.
with protein energy malnutrition, with no functional disability.
Okay.
Okay, like that you have to tell. Okay, right? What are the complications of left reaction? There can be growth retardation, there can be infected endocarditis, congestive cardiac failure, etc. That you have to mention. Okay, VSD with no congestion, with congestive cardiac failure, with repeated respiratory infections, with no infected endocarditis, with protein energy malnutrition, grade 3 or 4, whatever. Okay, with no functional disability. That will be a complete diagnosis. How will you manage this case? Investigations and treatment. Okay, this child, okay,
Yes.
you said grade 3 by 6 murmur. There is no 3. Okay, what type of defect is it? Is it a large defect, moderate, or small?
Great.
Grade 3 by 6 is
Moderate.
moderate. Very good. Because
Moderate.
yes, correct. Okay, because the murmur is slightly soft. Child is having symptoms only since 1 year. Okay, ரொம்ப பெருசா இருந்தா child will have symptoms in the first year itself. In this child had symptoms only since 5 years of age. So probably small to moderate. Okay,
Moderate.
very small means the murmur will be very harsh. So small is unlikely. Because of the grade of the murmur, because of the symptoms how they are presented, probably it is moderate. Okay. Yeah. And what investigations you will do?
Investigations. So
Complete
ECG can.
CBC, chest X-ray, echocardiography.
X-ray.
Okay. And how will you treat this child? How will you-
Echocardiograms.
Okay, right. Investigation. Treatment for this child.
Medical and
So
surgical treatment.
medical treatments.
Okay, what medical treatment will you do for this child?
Sorry. Sir, it closes spontaneously, sir.
Illappa, 6 years now it won't close spontaneously.
Yes.
After 6 years, VSJ will not close spontaneously. So you should be careful. Okay. So this child is having congestive cardiac failure, Ilya. So you treat congestive cardiac failure with what? With diuretics, with the digoxin, with the dilators, and then plan for a surgery. What type of surgery you do for VSD?
Open heart surgery, patch
Open
process.
surgery.
Okay, open heart surgery and flash closure has to be.
Class.
Okay. Right. I think time is almost up. Anybody has got any doubts, you can ask. Okay, if there is nothing, I will stop the presentation. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.